This week on Americana Outdoors, we're in Alabama at Wilson Lake with Wade Middleton, where he's hoping to find fish up shallow in the grass as he's done in the past. But first, let's head to Texas and Amistad Reservoir to Kurt Dove's Pro Bass Camp and learn a little bit about this awesome event that gives kids a chance to get out on the water and learn expert tips from the pros.
We are at Lake Amistad down here right outside of Del Rio, Texas. And we are in the 12th annual Kurt Dove's Pro Bass Camp. We are teaching these young anglers how to catch more bass. They come out here to camp, they already have an extreme passion for bass fishing, they want to learn more. They come down here for 5 days to Lake Amistad and we show them everything that we possibly can. The mainstay of it is obviously the on-the-water instruction. We have 2 campers with a pro out on the water every day. But within the camp, we also have a flipping and pitching contest. We have seminars that go on. We have a weekly big bass competition. So there's a lot of little intricacies within the camp that make it what it is for 5 days that immerse the youth into bass fishing.
At the end of 5 days, the camp concludes with the Camp Classic, a tournament where the youth get to put all the skills they've learned to the test and compete for the opportunity to win cool prizes and even scholarship payouts. Until then, let's see how the kids are doing as they fish with the pros and practice the skills they're learning.
Don't lose him now.
Danny, be quiet.
Don't lose him.
Be quiet.
Don't
Be
overforce
quiet,
him.
Danny.
Look out. Let me help you. You got it. Whoa. Send him to the moon. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, fish.
There we go.
Good fish. Oh, good fish. Good fish. Good job. Would you catch him on the swim jig? Good job. They're just laying in them little clumps of grass. You bring something by, they'll come running out there and ambush it. And a lot of times you bring it over that grass and just kind of let it fall a little bit. That's when they're going to grab it, when you do something different with the bait. Really a neat camp that Kurt Dove has put together for these young men. And probably the most valuable thing we can leave, it has nothing to do with what we've won or what trophies we won. It's what knowledge we can pass on. And I've been doing this sport for years and years, so if I can get some tips that'll help them catch more fish in the future, that's really what this is all about. And they just suck that knowledge in, and a lot of them are very good fishermen when they get here, but they're even better when they leave.
Before we jump over to our next boat, let's see what these young anglers have learned during their time on the water today.
All right, guys, what'd you learn about that spot? Why were the bass there?
All this wind has been pushing a lot of the bait, the forage that these bass are eating, back to that grass, so then...
And had cover.
And it had cover, so when those bait, when they get pushed back in there, they resort to that cover. And then we throw in there with our swim jig, shaky heads, and whatever, really. Crickets, thunder crickets.
The other thing is, it had been real easy to go through there and maybe catch one fish and keep going. And what happened when we spot locked down and started working on them?
We were able to catch some bigger fish. We were able to catch more numbers of fish.
Exactly.
And when we paid attention to the spot, then I was able to eventually get myself a 4.6. So.
Awesome. So what would you do now?
What would I do right now?
Yeah.
I would probably go off, since I know it's a good spot to come back for tournament day. I don't want to crank down the fish too hard in there. I want to leave some for me. I would probably head around the corner like we're doing now and look at some other stuff.
And duplicate what you just had.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then after that, maybe move on to some other stuff that's similar conditions.
That's what you do. You try to find a pattern that you can just keep running. And you just run that pattern from area to area.
While Denny, Luna, and Robert make their moves to find more fish, we'll head over to pro angler Matt Reed's boat with high school anglers Weston and Hercules.
Everything about this camp's awesome. I like meeting all new people that are about the same age as me and have the same interest in fishing as me. And we can talk all day about everything in common we have. I like fishing with all these guys because I learned so much from them. They've been fishing their whole lives and have so much knowledge to teach us.
All right, come on up here to me. Now that's a decent little fish. Now y'all, it's y'all's turn to catch one like this, or bigger. All right, thank you. Go back and grow up. I love fishing. I love the outdoors. I've been in it my whole life, and I love to try to share some of the knowledge I've had over the years' experience with these young guys. I mean, this camp is great because you got kids from all over, and you know, you can teach them to do that. And there's a little old smallmouth showed up, but these kids come from all over the country for this camp, and hopefully we can just spread a little knowledge and give some of our time for the future. I mean, dadgummit, this is the future of our sport right here in our boat.
Over on Kurt Dove's boat, there's a steady stream of fish coming in, and young angler Jordan Stubbs just landed yet another largemouth bass.
There you go, my man. That's how it rolls. Find a little school, get a few more bites. Show us how to boat flip and how we talked about boat flipping. There you go. Nice.
Right on
nice
up there.
job, bro.
Thank you. You grab right there.
Looking good, my man. Typical summer fish. Got him on that worm, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're in a school of small ones. We got doubles.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Got one, got one.
Oh, no.
Triples.
Get it in the boat. Everybody hold the fish.
He's got a smallmouth.
It's a smallmouth. My first smallmouth. Oh my
His
God.
first ever smallmouth.
He choked it.
That's awesome.
There you have it. That's Pro Bass Camp in a nutshell. You can check it out at probasscamp.com. Ethan, what do you think?
Dude, no place like it. This is probably the best camp there is. Coming down here, 4 days of fishing, best fishery that there is. Can't beat it.
All right, great stuff. Great stuff. Let's have some more fun, guys. Let's do it.
What?
Kind of what makes the camp complete is all the little special things we do to make the kids feel like they've taken it to the next level. And what we're trying to do with those little intricacies within camp is just make it an experience that they won't forget. An experience that when they're 40 or 50 years old, they'll think back and say, you know, when I was a young angler, that was a special moment in my life, or that was a special time that really made me continue to want to bass fish and be a part of this whole process.
If you have a young angler who you think would benefit from this experience, follow Pro Bass Camp on social media for the latest news and head on over to probasscamp.com to sign up for the next round of Kurt Dove's Pro Bass Camp.